So onwards we go to sharing about November 2006. I listened to Becoming Like God, the Pickthall Quran Surah 20 and 21. I watched something on Malta, something on Peru, something on Pyramids, Live Secrets, something revealed. The Zahi Was thing, I think I taped that from a previous time, or it could have been the live episode. It's something they've done at different times. Lon Milo Duquette's interview on Coast to Coast 1 through 5, and I listened to Pickthall Quran Surah 22 and 23, and a passion flower scent offering, and also musk. And on the 2nd, I watched Simpsons Stonecutters. Walked by an actual Freemason lodge today. Didn't do a video this time because I've already done that video. Church of Hermetic Sciences, The Rites of Magic, and I started the sleep CD on Beginner's Guide to the Kabbalah. And I watched Church of Hermetic Sciences, The Rites of Magic, and I just had some sort of discussion with Abdul Wasi. I also watched The Magic of Solomon, and I listened to Lon Milo Duquette's interview. And on the 4th, I listened to Surah 24 through 28 of the Pickthall Quran, and My Music 1 through 11. I'm not sure what tracks those are. On the 5th, I had a discussion with the next door neighbor. Listened to Pickthall Quran 29 through 35. I started the sleep CD on shamanic navigation with John Perkins. I might, after I'm done with these Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada, and that sort of thing, after I'm done with those series, I might in the future decide to, share about that one. Because what good is having my tracks without without using them for my own development and maybe sharing something about them with others. Martin Luther Jr. Kutbo on 90.7 FM. So in the Portland area, if you get that channel, that's, was it 10 o'clock in the morning, or when was it? Musk scent offering. I went to the SEMA and with Father, and okay, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling here. I watched Ancient Mysteries, something of the Arabian Nights. The Legends, probably. Legends, yeah. So I'm preparing here for the experience that I'm going to have later in the month. So I watched Satanus, British Black Mass, and Sex Ritual of Occult, minus the scenes, which I deleted. And, well, I didn't delete them. I put them... Oh, maybe I figured out how to skip over them without watching them. Or I put them on a tape so I could watch and figure out what they were talking about and just watch the guy talk instead of the other parts. My Music, 12 through 15. And I listened to Surah 36 through 40 of the Pickthall Quran. I've listened through it every month, at least once, at that point. So the fifth Ather, Liat, is the belief in a supreme being, uniting energy regulated, Laz Dixer, or Laz Dixia, No Kamal, and Tierpax. And on the 7th, I watched Lon Milo Duquette's Kabbalah for the Rest of Us, and Was this a symbol that I saw there? That thing right there? Liber 15, the Gnostic Mass. I listened to My Music 16 through 6. Musk Send Offering. I started the Sleep CD on Sufi. Now, what orders did I look at? We had the goldensufi.org, which is Arini Tweedy's disciple, perhaps other people too, I guess other people too, other than Llewellyn von Lee. There was another order that I paid attention to. They had a lot of material online. I don't remember at the point. So on the 8th, I listened to Surah 41 to 43 of Piqth Quran. I watched Magical Egypt 1 through 3. I wonder when the second series is going to be completed. We have Rasat Harti 1425, the first part of it. My vision thing. I have more organized things that are just the vision, and those are what those CDs are. 1425 and 1424. I scried with the 17th Enochian call into a green calcite. I listened to Piqth Quran, Surah 49 through 56. Green calcite. Well, this is green calcite, but I presume that maybe, well, you got different colors of calcite over here. I like the yellow, the lemon and the different greens. I think I gave away as a present this stone. So I get, but I thought it was important to show some green calcite. Either that or I lost it in the move. I think I gave it away. Okay, I'm sorry for that. So the something. Some sort of burnt offering. That same Enochian key again. Watched Magical Egypt 5 through 7. I finished painting the Enochian Tablet of Water, which is Tha Hub Yeb Thun. Oh, Tun. Okay, I said that wrong. The Habyib Tun. I listened to Golden Dawn CD 2 repeatedly. The Piqth Quran Surah 57 through 59. And I listened. Burnt offer. Okay, I don't know what quite that says. Magical Egypt 1 through 4. Chamomile scent offering on the 9th. 4 p.m. for 4:11 on the 8th. Listen to Surah 41 through 43. Lime scent offering, 4 p.m. to 4:11 p.m. I scried with the 17th Enochian call and the green calcite, and listened to Piqth Quran, Surah 49 through 56. Okay, sorry, I got things a little mixed up for a second there. So on the 11th of November, I watched the 72 Names of God with Yehuda Berg, 1 through 6 and 17. There was Psychedelic Light, 3:35 p.m., 5:46 p.m. 5:46 p.m. to 10:56 a.m. Oh, I kept using the same crystal and doing the same meditation. With the 5th Enochian author. And I listened to Golden Dawn, CD 60, well, 3 repeatedly, and Surah 60 to 70 to 79. Is that what I'm trying to say? Or 69 maybe, of the Piqth Quran. Lime scent offering. I don't know. Chamomile probably again. On the 12th, 12:58 a.m. Again, the meditation with the green calcite to 11:12 a.m. Blissful thing. Some psychedelic parts. I watched the 72 Names of God. I watched Ekankar, The Power of Love, and The Secret Path to God. Well, if you have seen the public material, you're going to have a very good idea what the private material is going to be, isn't it? Won't you? On the 13th, I watched Harun Yahya. I listened to Surah 1, 55, 67, 72, and 85 through 114. Those selections that picked off Quran thrice. I finished typing up my account of Ramadan 1440. No, that can't be. Oh, Ramadan 40. Maybe Ramadan's visions. I read Al Quran Surah 1 and 2.12. The Sarwar translation. Muhammad Sarwar. Is that yellow-green sort of one? Is that which one it is? Think so. I watched Harun Yah. I started the sleep CD on the Yoga of Sound. And what was the scent offering? Musk and some bouquets. So some stick, like at the Walmart or something like, or Fred Meyer's or Target or something like that. So on the 14th, I watched Harun Yahya's The Collapse of Atheism, Deep Thinking, Sacred Activism, Andrew Harvey. Rainforest Scent Offering. I listened to the Piqth Quran Surah 1, 55, 67, 72, and 85 through 114 twice. And the meditation with Lit again was 3:03 p.m. to 3:18 p.m. And listened to Golden Dawn. Oh, that was the next day. Hari Rama. Listened to Surah 4, Golden Dawn CD 4 repeatedly. And on the 17th, I thrice listened to the Golden Dawn CD. Oh, I listened to Golden Dawn CD 5. I listened to the 5:36 p.m. to 5:51 p.m. I watched Harun Yahya's Love and Cooperation in Living Things, The Order of the Heavens, The Philosophy of Zionism in Israel, the last Eastern Philosophy, Decoding the Past, The Real Sorcerer's Stone, The Devil's Stone, more like it, or when we're not talking about sorcerers, we have, there's real chemistry, there's real spiritual things. We do have the rock in the corner, which isn't Jesus, which is an actual place. Oh, I don't have a picture up. I was thinking somewhere else. Sorry about that. I read Surah 2, 129 through 219. And On the 16th, I scryed again into the green calcite with Liet and Af, and the second Enochian call, and 4:04 p.m. to 4:13 p.m. And I listened to Surah 1, 55, 67, 72, and 85 through 114. And I listened to Golden Dawn C6 repeatedly, and tracing something out. Okay, I was doing the different ones in the pack. And this is the experience that, well, in this account. So I'll share what else is said about the 17th of November 2006 before I share this. I watched Search for the Holy Grail, part 1 and 2. The Miracles of Jesus. I listened to Surah 1, 55, 72, 67, 72, and 85 through 114 twice from the Pickthall Quran, Pickthall translation. Someone else read the Arabic, said the Arabic. And I listened to Golden Dawn CD 15. And there was a wildflower bouquet scent offering, 4:06 p.m. to 4:26 p.m., 4:19 through 4:33 p.m. Oh, 7:26. Okay. And I read Surah 2, 220 through 286, and 3, 1 through 67. And so I was looking at the green calcite, which had a shape like aforementioned. And see, this was Janut silver, and Janut blue was sort of the head. It surrounded the stone. There was psychedelic light around it, so perhaps my mind was still obscuring its form. This was with the fifth Enochian key, fifth Enochian author, and this jinn had a heavy presence. At times, I could not see the stone. I was leaned forward, and something appeared to grow, and something backed up. So most of what I saw was psychedelic, but there was a spiritual side to what I saw. And so that's on the 18th. I listened to Surah. I listened to Anton Szandor LaVey's 1 through 15 of that disc where I had the tracks. I listened to Surah 1, 55, 72, 67, 85 through 114. Passion Flower Scent Offering. I started the Sleep CD on Nur Akasaki Jarahi. Okay, I'm not sure of that. Well, that narrows down who, right? The Perfect Mirror, Miracles of the Prophet, Ignorance, the Disease of this time, the Disease of Our Time. So the Muhammad al-Yaqabi disc, I was listening to those. And on the 19th, a Spring Rain Scent Offering. I listened to Anton Szandor LaVey, 16 through 18 of that track. I think it has the full 2 sets of CDs on that. an MP3, of course. 2013 to 2000 to the 2nd of the 15th of the 5th month of, well, those Sufi tracks anyways. I started Sleep CD on 2/01/04. I watched The Secrets of Revelation. It's symbolic and it's talking about its time. It's not so much a predictor of the future. Well, the symbolic projection of what the Christians thought at that time. And it predates a lot of what, except for the Christian rewrite, which was the earlier and smaller form of the Gospel of John, the book of Revelation really came before the rest of, the Gospels, as far as the Christian Gospels. I watched The Secrets of Freemasonry, Evidence for Heaven, The Biblical Jesus, in the Da Vinci Code, something about the Da Vinci Code 1 and 2. So the Da Vinci Code's fiction, and Little House on the Prairie probably has more reality in it than the Da Vinci Code, but it sure turned a lot of heads, didn't it? I listened to the Anton Szandor LaVey CD, compilation CD, really, that I had a hold of. Not official. 19 through 6. And what is this one? Oh, it could be the Library of Congress number or something for what I was listening to, or it could be the number of the track. 0207 06. Okay, so there was something earlier in that year that I was listening to that was recorded. There was a Burnt Sin Offering, The Apostolic Gnosis, Part 2, page 72 through 89. I read Surah 368 through 111. I started the Sleep CD on 08/08/04. I listened to Becoming Like God, the Kabbalah Center again, overshooting it with its language, but Become a Living God, that movement may not exist if it wasn't for the Becoming Like God people. Or it may not have gotten bigger without that buried in the conscious somewhere, because of the celebrities that were part of that movement, the Becoming Like God. Sorry. So on the 21st there, I watched The Magic of Solomon. I watched some 700 Club clip on crystals. Well, if you're going to worship something other than God with your cross, isn't the same thing going to happen, that the spirit being summoned into a crystal or whatever is going to have? Proselytizing in Afghanistan. Channel 8 clip on sex abuse scandal. Black Ritual book, Hebrew Names of God. The 99 Names of Law. Rainforest Scent Offering. And I read Surah 312 through 200, so I was at the end, wasn't I? And I started the Sleep CD on 06/03/08. On the 22nd, I watched 6.66 to 72. I was reviewing my own tapes. And I listened to 08, 19, 14 through 09, 04, 03. Prayer Positions, Ekankar, The Secret Path to God, Helet Kalun, The Power of Love, The Dark Mirror Magic, The Dervish Project, The Dervish Project is some woman shows a bunch of her paintings, and she says some Sufi quote, talks about her experiences that relate to them, and read Sarwar 1 and 2. Oh, the Al-Qamini recital. I listened to Sir 1 and 2, and the Sarwar 55 through 114. SM Sarwar. Okay, I'm not sure how much I watched that. Sleep Study on Truncation of listening to. Okay, I'm not sure. I'll move on. On the 23rd, I listened to Piqdal Quran Surah 1 and 2, maybe. Or maybe 155 through 114. I read Surah 4, 1 through 5. Oh, 4, 1 through 56. Okay, that's a larger portion. That makes more sense that after 56 verses, I would make a note, not 5. Lost Books of the Bible. Something about the Philippines. Intro to the Ritual. 3 different ways. And I did a banishing pentagram ritual 3 different ways. I did per smid. Okay, I'm not sure what that says. I started the sleep CD on October 1st of the 4th, 2004, and that was a khutbah. And I listened to some other khutbah off that, the Friday sermon. And obviously, I would have attended the Friday sermon. I didn't feel like I needed to make notes. I started the sleep CD on 11/12/04. The Sohbet, so the evening talk, I guess. Read Surah 85 through 96 to Father with the translation. There was a Sema. There was a rainforest scent offering on a couple different days. That's what I mean when I. That's what I. Oh yeah, that's what I mean when I have it over 2 or 3 different days. I said Supah and the 99 Names of God with Father twice. I don't remember where that is, but oh yeah, up there. And I watched British Black Mass, Satanics, Sex Ritual of the Occult, minus those scenes. I said Supah with Father twice that day. On the 25th, I watched Lon Milo Duquette's The Kabbalah for the Rest of Us. I read Apostolic Gnosis, part 2, through page 185. I said Supah and Sema with Father. And I listened to the 12th and the 27th of 05, Meshk, the Piqdal Quran Surah 1 and 2. I started the sleep CD on Jen Blair interview. Rainforest Scent Offering again. On the 26th, I read to Father Surah 55, 1, 2, 1 through 20, 256 of Surah 2, 284 to 286 of Surah 2. I said Supah and Sema with Father 4 times. And on that 26th, I read the Apostolic Gnosis. Okay. Part 2, through page 149. And there was a Sufi presentation. I watched part of that. 118 to 124. Okay, that's pretty short. I listened to. I started the sleep on the 2nd of the 12th. February 12th, 2004. I listened to. What did I listen to? I'm going to let that pass. And on the 27th, I read Father Surah 67 in the translation, Spring Rain Scent Offering. Is that blue candle over there? Or I read the Apostolic Gnosis, Part 2, page 201. I was writing some down on page, used as a base for the Sermon on the Couch, the Sermon of Love by and for God. That was my nickname for it. I guess it sounded off to people, so I kind of abandoned that. Well, the title for it at least. I started the Sleep CD on the March 18 of 2004, So Bet, and I listened to something in Surah 85 through 114, and reading 7 through 84, and something about the 12th of the 4th, November 12th of 2004, India Temple Scent Offerings. Okay, so a few days straight of that. M. Sarwar translation. What did I read? Was that 85 through 114? The Pickthall Quran, Surah 3, was what I listened to. I said Subha and Sema with Father. I watched Lost Treasures of the Ancient World, Carthage. Driving Through History, Cappadocia, Lost Cities of the Maya, Birds to the Dead or something. I read the Essenes by Josephus, and I started the Sleep CD on the May 19th, 2005, Sohbet, and on the 29th, I listened to some Khutbah as the last track of that, where I listened to the Sarwar and Gamadi, Surah 55 through 56. Oh, maybe that was the translation of the CD, because I definitely read the translation with the Arabic on its own. And the 7th through 9th Enochian Call, which I maybe should have said something about, but I'll read. I read from the Enoch to the Dead Sea Scrolls. I started Sleep CD on June 10th, 2004. I watched The Naked Archaeologist, Joshua and the Quest for Neper. I watched Mythos 1 through 4. And, okay, QPM 6:25 to 6:14 p.m. Oh, I'd listened to Golden Dawn CD 6 repeatedly. Okay, wait, no, never mind. Terrifying scenes of laying down underwater, souls ripped out from bodies, people torn apart, burnt, Prone, Shredded. Oh, that's some hardcore stuff there. P. Enochian key. Enochium vum pa. Enochium vum pa. Enochium vum ma. Why didn't I think of that before? 7, 8, 9. Okay. So on the 30th of November, I listened to from the 10th October, from the 1st of the 2004 to October 26th of 2003, Pickthall Quran Surah 4 and 5, Al-Ghamidi Surah 3 while reading. Okay, I read the translation and I listened. Okay, that's what's going on. So I listened to the translation and I was reading. This one has a practice. I watched A Haunting Possessed. I made Asha game pieces. I read the Scene Book of Asha. I started the Sleep CD on on September 18th, 2005. A Wildflower Scent Offering again. Pickthall Quran Surah 4 and 5. My sandal's wet here, so excuse the occasional squeak sound. And the quest. Make it okay, so I'm going to scan over the pages that you've seen. I've been a bit tired. Was woken up in the middle of the night by the scratching of mice. And then had a stomachache, so couldn't get back to sleep. But I got most of my sleep by, about 1 o'clock, so should be able to get more the rest of the morning. But I thought to share of this before I leave this for another day. And December 2006 will be the next one on this series, but 1818 as a mystical number will be gone over Saturday, and as something astronomical, we have the reference to the big lunar eclipse that starts at night on Sunday. So I've got to recalculate the positions for the age of Aquarius and come up with some symbols, some symbolic message which I can share. And another program that I figure I got to do is I got to do I have to, well, I don't have to do it. I would like to do another to do a program about the real State of the Union. Maybe that will play a role. Another program for my Hinduism list. Oh, I guess I have books in a few different places, don't I? But that is it for today. And hopefully I'll be able to do my next videos that I do better